Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Do It Yourself. I'm going to show you today on how to replace a car antenna, and this is from a 2000 Toyota 4runner. And this car antenna is a powered antenna, but I'm going to go ahead and switch it out to a non-powered antenna, and I'll show you the steps to do that. Now what I did, I just took a small tipped screwdriver and a hammer, and I went ahead and unscrewed this. And so now you can just easily unscrew it with your hand when you get most of it unscrewed. And then you don't need to open the hood on this one. What you can do is go ahead and take, there's 3 screws underneath the wheel well here. And that will have you gain access to the powered antenna, and that's where it's located at, under the passenger side front wheel well. And so what I'll do, I'll go ahead and take off that bolt right there. Should be a 10mm bolt, and we'll go from there. Okay, once the antenna is out of the car, we'll have to go ahead and go inside the vehicle and unplug the antenna from the receiver, the stereo receiver, and then we can pull this out from inside, or we'll pull it out here and then it'll take the rest of that out, the antenna cord that goes into the receiver. Okay, so we'll work on that next. Okay, to get the old one out, the old antenna wire out, we went ahead and disconnected it from the radio. So I went ahead and took out the glove box. That way we could get to the wiring and pull it through the side firewall by the wheel well. And then I went ahead and took off the side kick panel and one of the floor plates so we could get to the wiring, and we need to do that so we can feed the new wiring back in. So it is a good idea to go ahead and disconnect the battery, because we're going to be working around the passenger side airbag module in the dash panel. Now you can feed your new wiring similar to where the old one was going through, and the old one was just going underneath the airbag over to the stereo. So it went underneath this bar here and underneath this bar and then over to the stereo. But to feed it through the side wheel well, you have to take off this kick panel, and you should be able to access, there's a hole back there that you can access. Okay, once you get your stereo antenna, your new one, hooked back into your receiver, you can go ahead and close up the panel. And there was 3 bolts that hooked this in. Let me set this down for a second. It is a good idea to hand tighten these at first, just so you're not stripping the threads. And once you get a good grip on it, you can use your socket wrench. Alright, then you can put your glove backs back in. And what I did, I just pushed one side and took it out and pushed the other side out. Once you get the receiver back in and the kick panel and all the wiring tucked away inside the vehicle, go ahead and look at the old one. This is the old antenna. And then the new one. Right there. Okay, there's the new one. And went ahead and got that wire grounded back on right there. And we went ahead, we just need to tighten this bolt up. It's 10 millimeter. And you want to tighten it up once you get this tightened up here a little bit and in the right position. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, I did find out a little trial and error. It is best to leave this nut off here at the bottom while you're screwing in the top nut up here. I did try it a couple times. The threads got stripped a little bit, but once I unscrewed the bottom one and maneuvered this to where it was straight, it was a lot easier to screw this in. So as soon as that's done, go ahead and put the manual antenna back on, the antenna tip. You just want to make sure you get that straight so it doesn't strip. Get it in 2 hands here. Okay, and then we'll just tighten that with a wrench. And turn it on, make sure everything works. Turn the stereo on. And that's it. Well, again, this is Mike from Mike's DIY. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your next home improvement or automotive project. And don't forget to subscribe.